Welcome to Adamola Anime Folklore section, where stories of African tradition and wisdom come alive. Today's story is set in a quiet village, nestled beneath the hills of Ilorin, where the rhythm of the talking drum once carried more than music, it carried truth, tradition, and wisdom. Long ago in the village of Akambal, the people lived in peace, guided by the wisdom of an old custodian, named Baba Ayeteju. His name meant, the one who brings the world into order, and true to his name, he was the village's storyteller, priest, and keeper of the sacred drum, gungan, the talking drum of the ancestors. Baba Ayeteju was not just old in age but rich in wisdom. Every evening, children and elders would sit around the hearth fire, where Baba would beat the gungan, and through its tones, the drum would speak. Each rhythm carried messages from the past, warnings, and lessons wrapped in proverbs and chants. But one year, the village faced something it had never known: silence. The gungan stopped speaking. It happened just after the annual Odun Ayamba, the festival of remembrance, when the village drums call upon ancestors for blessings. That night, a loud crack rang out from the sacred grove, and the next morning, the gungan's voice was gone. The young people began to grumble. "What is a drum that cannot speak?" asked I. Am a proud hunter whose name meant destiny. "It is a sign," said Baba Ayeteju calmly. "But only those who listen can hear what is not said." Days passed. The farms dried. Goats gave birth to weaklings. The river began to withdraw. People came to Baba and asked, "What must we do?" Baba Ayeteju said, "Go to the forest, and bring me someone with ears but who hears not with them. Bring me someone who is poor in gold but rich in silence." No one understood. 3 youths volunteered to go, Aak Lalkan and Temet P. Their names meant, one born into culture, the wealthy one, has triumphed, and mine is worthy of thanks. Each had their own idea of what Baba meant. Aak, the weaver's daughter, went to the river and returned with an old, blind fisherman named Hind, who used to sing to the fish. Lalkan, who thought the answer was wealth, returned with a rich man from a nearby town. Temet P, who often watched Baba in silence, returned with a deaf boy named Gun, who spoke only with signs and a smile that calmed goats. Baba looked at the 3. He nodded only at Gun. "You have brought the one who hears without ears," Baba said. "Now, let him hold the gungan." Everyone gasped. "He cannot even hear it," one elder whispered. But Baba smiled. "The drum is not just for hearing. It is for feeling. It is for knowing. It speaks only to the humble." Gun placed his palm on the gungan. Gently, he began to beat it, not with force, but with understanding. The rhythm was soft. Then, suddenly, the wind rose. Leaves rustled. The river gurgled again. And then, they heard it. The voice of the drum. It said, "Pride silences the ancestors. Greed drowns the harvest. But in silence, truth finds its path." The people bowed. Baba Ayeteju looked around, and said, "This was a test. We had begun to speak over the ancestors. We danced for ego, not for honor. But now, we have remembered." From that day, the people of Akambal listened more. They spoke with humility, and the gungan never went silent again.